Hello, this is Daniel Benoit, founder of the ECBRO. Uh, Today, you're going to be watching and viewing one of my field videos from today, July 22nd. I spent a good 4 hours trekking out through the forest and going through a lot of thick, heavy terrain, just exploring into a new area that actually connects to my main research area. This area I've only went into a partial area, and today I went a lot further in. The area, something about the area drew me to go in deeper to explore more. Something told me there's something there. I gotta get familiar with the area, and so that's what I did today. Um, as you'll see, I put all my footage together, and there's several clippings I put together as one movie, so you'll see everything all together. Approximately, it's you know movies a good length here altogether. So if you got patience, you got the time, prepare for a good length video. Either that, come back and watch the rest later, whatever works best for you. Um, but you will see a lot of the findings and a lot that I've came across in the field today in this new area. One thing I will mention, I did experience three tree knocks, and I found it very interesting. Um, I don't mention it, or I'm not filming while that's happening, but it was I was coming down off of a log road, coming out from an open area back into a wooded area. Well, the whole area is wooded, but I was coming out from off the log road where it's a little bit more exposed. And as right before I was getting ready to go into more of the enclosure, I thought I was hearing things, but when I would stop and listen, wouldn't hear nothing. Then as soon as I started taking a step or two, knock, there it goes again. It happened 3 times, just like that. So I was, pretty much almost like scratching my head. I said, okay. One question popped up in my head. I said, am I being watched? I mean, possibly. I mean, I can't say just because we don't see what might be out there doesn't mean it's not there watching us. A lot of people believe that we are watched when we're in the woods. Now, this may be true. However, I believe in some cases, if they're close enough, sometimes I believe we get that sense that they are near. At any point in time, I never felt this today whatsoever. I never had. Um, I've been in a situation quite a few times where you experience that sense of feeling that there's something there nearby watching. But like I said, I did not experience that today. So if I was being watched from a distance, definitely would not know. Um, but it was very interesting that I did experience 3 tree knocks. So anyway, meanwhile, this is a new area. Um, I am, it's an awesome area. Plenty of food sources, plenty of signs of all the wildlife. Um, and I just hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, feel free to share your input, ask your questions, and you'll see that I was trying to educate people through this video. This was a May you use my field observations and my explanations to your benefit. I pointed out a few obvious things in here, so this may be educational to you. I hope it works for you. I hope you understand it. If you have any questions or have any doubt, question me, because that's the professional way of learning. You want to question science, you want to question logic. If you don't understand it, that's how you learn. You question it. You don't mock it. You don't throw negative words, because if you throw negative words out, because you're not understanding the explanation, okay? If you still don't get it after explanation, this is not for you. I'm sorry, but this is not for you. You don't belong in this field if you're not understanding a further explanation. Do you get my drift? Enjoy the film.
I'm in the woods. It's awesome out here. Right now it's not hot. It's perfect temperature right now. It's very comfortable. And I'm feeling pumped hoping to find some great stuff today, and maybe even some get some activity. I don't know, so let's go squatching, see what we got going on today. Alright, this is where I was last weekend. I want to cross the river. Since I'm alone, I don't have my daughter with me. I'm going to attempt to cross this bridge, this man-made bridge that somebody made out here. It's got two pine trees that have been cut down with 2x4s and plywood applied to it. It's a little bouncy, but I'm going to take my chance here, work my way across. I've always been very skeptical of these kind of things. You got to attempt them with a lot of caution. Anyway, I came in from up there. There's the old log road that comes in through here. There's trails that split off around here, but I'm going to work my way through the woods, explore here, and then work my way back down this way. See what we might have going on around here. Stay tuned. There's other creek right here. This little slow running creek. Got this tree that's been uprooted and laid across here. This tree is not, this is not its original location right here. Very, very interesting. I don't see that it was used to walk across, because there's plenty of areas to walk across. There's a lot of stones here. Just assuming, and from what little I'm gathering right now, because that's not natural right here, it got thrown and placed here for whatever reason we don't know. And it's been broke off at the top. That's not cut, that's broke. I see a lot of vines and stuff in the area here, real thick here. This is very thick. Then I don't know, back there almost looks like it might be a little open back there. This is very new. Right here we're on the West Virginia borderline basically. And right in this particular location, been a lot of sightings, a lot of activity, and a lot of weird stuff that's been going on here. I'm trying to watch on the ground, look for tracks. Like I said, this is a new location. It's almost about pretty close to 9 o'clock in the morning. Has yet to get warm out here, so take my time, pace myself. So everybody stay tuned. Right now in hiking, that body of water down there, that pond, reservoir, or whatever it is, I didn't see it listed on the map. I didn't see it marked or as an actual location. It's out in the middle of the woods here. For the record, something new that I'm doing. Not that I've done it before, but as far as locations, yeah, I make announcements when I'm in the woods or going to the woods to explore, but I do not give actual locations off or the actual area that I'm going to be in. These are things I don't give, unlike a lot of other researchers. I keep my location very quiet for a couple different reasons. In order to prevent hoaxing, tampering, etc. We can see something's come down and up and down the bank here, pretty steep. But yeah, I'm in a location here where when I was researching this general area, this body of water right here, I don't recall coming across it. I'll have to double check. Maybe I overlooked it. But it's very cool. Very cool. Only vehicles, you see, you got tire treads that come up here. That's from the state themselves. But this is what I want to look at. Look at these tracks. Oh my goodness, look at this. Holy crap. Big giant pad right here. Big bear track right here. That's a big bear. Look at that big paw. Look at the toes. That's a big bear. Massive bear right here. We got some big bears around here. And for those who don't know, it's a double bear. See, pad here, toe here, pad here. It's actually not as big as now that I'm actually carefully examining it, it's a double step bear track. Paw, here's the start of another set of toes. The pad, toes, It's a double step bear track. There you go. Alright. See, sometimes you gotta take a double look. You gotta be careful. See, I almost thought it was one big giant bear track. You gotta be very careful. Gotta examine things carefully. See, I was being a little foolish and I was, I guess you could say, jumping the gun. See, I got this high ridge up over here on my left. I'm trying to every now and then keep my eyes up there. Keep my eyes all over the place. And for the record, I am not armed. I only have a Bowie knife on me. Thought I smelled a dead animal. I did pass one dead animal. Some kind of large hawk. It was a very large one. At first I thought it was a turkey, but it was a very large hawk of some sort, possibly. It was, to get an actual description of it, it was pretty messed up looking. But I'm going to continue to watch for these tracks. We've already found bear tracks. So if there's bear tracks out here, very good possibility that we might get squash tracks out here. Just gotta watch, gotta be very observant. Gotta look very carefully. See, I'm looking in these mud spots because a lot of these mud spots are where a lot of your tracks are gonna pick up. Now that's interesting. Yeah, a lot of these naturally grow bent like that. But look at the way, I don't know if you can see this. I find it a little interesting. They're kind of grown and bent over, twined in together here. Interesting. I find stuff like that interesting. See, with a vehicle that had passed by here, if they got ran over and yanked down by a vehicle passing by, a good possibility is that they got pulled and twisted like that. Alright, hold on. You can tell other people have been up here. They must come down here to fish. There's people that know about this location, of course. What in the world we got going on here? Uh-oh. Was that poison? Nope, that's not poison ivy. See? A lot of people see vines like this. It's got 5 leaves. If it had 3, leave it be. Down there looks interesting. You can see it down there. People's fish down there. They actually had a nice little setup down there. Who knows? This might be a real good fishing hole down here. But we're not here to get down there. Alright, let's jump off here and see what we got coming up. Kind of in a clearing here, but yet you got all this thick brush right here. Alright, trying to see what we got coming up ahead here. Sometimes when you walk through thick stuff like this, it can be risky because you don't know if predator. Yeah, listen, something's right there. Something just took off right there. Sounded like it could have been a deer. Let's hope it was nothing bigger than that. I spooked something up that was bedded down right in here. It was probably most likely a deer. Hold up. Wait a minute. I don't know if you can see that. No, you're probably not going to be able to see this. Oh, wait, maybe. Look right up there. All those limbs broke off. A lot of broken damage. All snapped in half, like all in a cluster right in there. I got it zoomed in a little bit. That's odd. Now, like I said, I kicked something up over here. It might have been a deer. Again, let's hope that's all it was, because I can't see what was in there. It didn't sound heavy, but that doesn't mean nothing. I know bears sound like a deer. Bears could be very quiet though. Bears, believe it or not, bears do not make a big racket when they move. So I told you, when I'm walking through thick stuff, you got to be very careful. This is like a serious ambush area. I might be setting myself up here, people. But look, yeah, you can see where all the deer bed down. Definitely taking a serious risk in here. You got to constantly be about your waist. I mean, you always got to be about your waist, and you got to take your time. You really need to let your senses do the work. You need to listen to every little sound. I don't care if it's a bug, insect, simple little snap or crunch or anything. Regardless if you think it could be something harmless, you got to give it that special attention. A lot of dangers out here in the woods. And we got mountain lions, bobcats, very massive sized bears. Look at this. See all this here? This path going in here, it stops right here. It's smashed down here. There's blackberry bushes in here. The bears are eating in here. I could have kicked up a bear. That was very close. Like I said, bears are quiet when they move. This area, bears love this area. This is prime bear territory because of all the berries. The blackberries right here. And not to mention the creek that runs right here. Bears follow the creek beds. And I want to say something because of what I'm hearing right now, and I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing. For those who are in the woods and they claim to hear chatter, please take note if there's any small creeks, streams, or anything nearby. Because the flow of the water, regardless of how small or how big it is, could play tricks on the ear. Sound of a babbling brook, the way the water bubbles and moves through the stones, and the flow of the creek or the stream will produce sounds that will sound like words or chatter. Yep. If you don't believe me, get out in the woods enough and you'll learn this. Now wait a minute. Here's an old gate right here. Oh wow, where are we at? More exposed dirt. I have to look for tracks again. Listen, you can probably hear the sound of the water that I was talking about. We got some dry stone creek beds. Look at what we might have here, people. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Look at this right here. Pay attention. I know you're not going to be able to make this out that good. Alright. Right here is flat where it appears to be a heel. Alright. Right here. Big flat spots right here with the arch of with the toes. Heel. And the toes right here. Let me move this out of the way. Right here where the tip of my blade is what appears to be a big toe, and then the rest of the arch. Big flat spot right here. We're looking about 14 inches right there. And we got about 3 to 4, 6 to 7 right up here. That's awesome. Now that's how it appears. I'm not saying that it is for sure, but we're going to keep looking and be very careful about this. Oh. Here's a stream. This is what I was hearing and what I was explaining about. Sometimes the sound of the water flow sounds like slight chatter. Alright, we're going to get off here for now and proceed with caution. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Still walking in here. Got evidence of something just recently came through here before I did. All this is pushed down right here. Pushed down. Right here it's pushed down. Something's just walked through here. All this is completely flattened. Flat. What came through here? We know a bear's been through the area, but have they been through here recently? Uh-oh. I hear something. Listen. Right now I'm not hearing it. Hold on. Mosquitoes are hovering around me out here. The sweat's rolling off me. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I just heard something up on the ridge over here. I got things falling out of the tree right now. A little bit of breeze. Now, certain other people would swear they're having stuff thrown at them. There's just things coming out of the tree. You can hear them coming through the trees and hitting the ground over here. Loose limbs, other debris. Alright, let's keep moving forward here. Man, it's like severely wet through here. What the heck got it all soaking wet through here? Something came through here. Something was wet. Something was very wet came through here because everything else is dry except for the path or whatever came through here. If I could find me a good enough stick, a strong stick, I might give off a tree knock here in a little while. But keep in mind, I'm very secluded. I'm very deep in here. It's very remote. If I scream for help, nobody's gonna hear me. Plus, nobody knows where I'm at anyway. Alright, stay tuned. I've shared this a long time ago, and it's time to educate. Common bear behavior. See the stone? See the bare spot? Original location of the stone. See the stone? See the bare spot? Original location of the stone. Stones overturned or pushed aside from their location. This is very common, normal behavior with bears while they look for their food, grubs, and insects. You can see something came through here, very fresh, not long ago. A lot of these stones are moved out of the location, pushed, shoved. And judging from a lot of the findings I have been coming across, it's been a very active bear through this location. Now, we have something else I want to show you. I want to show you something very awesome, very cool, and it has not been old. This is not too old. Take a look at this. Alright. See how this here has been ripped off and torn off of here. Now, look at this. It's been broke and twisted in the opposite direction. This here is probably only a few months old. Yeah, I'll say about 3 or 4 months right here. If you look at the rest of it, yeah, everything. Here's the part right here. Look, right here. This has been what? This right here came from the top of this right here. Now I'm going to tell you something here. This has been broke down and twisted over. Now keep in mind, this is something I need to share with you, and you need to understand this. This is not a heavily active trail, but I'm walking on it. Others have been here. This could have been an old marker for a hiker or a hunter. This also could have been possible bear activity. This also could have been Sasquatch activity. But it's a coincidence that just so happens to be on a old log road. But it's been sightings and reports that Squatches travel old logging roads. Like most animals, like a bear, a lot of times they'll travel the path that leads to least resistance. But it's a very good possibility that this could have been done by a Sasquatch. Very carefully looking, you can see how some of the bark's been peeled down. I'm not seeing any hairs. That's one thing I always look on tree breaks and everything that looks out of the ordinary. Anything that might indicate the natural behavior or the root cause of what did such a thing. Now, look at this. Look at this. This bark has been peeled off and it's laying and twisted. The bark is actually twisted. This here is all twisted on. Let me get a good look at this. This is actually a very interesting finding. Now, if I can find any signs that a squatch might have done this, that'd be awesome. But we can't assume and say that a squatch did this. There's other possibilities to rule out. That right now we can't rule out bear or people. But that is awesome to come across stuff like that. Okay? Just wanted to share that with everybody. Needed to share that. People need to keep that in mind. Alright, wait a minute, see what we got going on up here. This tree's been pushed down. This tree's not naturally grown like that. But it's been like that for a while. No, wait, I gotta make a correction, people. Gotta make a correction. Look at the way it's grown. See the angle of the root? This actually has been grown like this. Two things tell me that. I overlooked these tree limbs right here. They're standing straight up. This actually unfortunately has grown out like this. That's natural. I know this does not appear to be natural, but you got to look and study the trees. A real arborist will tell you, will take note of the deformation of the tree. You got to look at the base of the tree. All right. Tree limbs growing straight up, not angled up. All right. This is natural. You just learned something new, people. Part of an arborist identifies deformations in diseases of a tree. They study a variety of situations with the health and care of trees. I did a webcast and a brief study on this. This is something I'm pointing out to you. The deformation of a tree, how it's naturally curved up, grown out. This is one thing you look for too. The tree limbs growing straight up with it bent over. Alright, this bent, angled tree is natural. It grew like this. So, there you go. You just learned something. Not all trees got bent over. Some of them grow like that. A certified, well-educated arborist will be able to tell you such a thing. You got some arborists, or claim to be arborists, will say a Bigfoot did all of it. Well, that's sad, huh? Man, look at this. Look at this. This is now, I think we might be getting into something interesting here. Alright, look at this. We got another broken tree limb. Let's go study it. Let's go examine it. Look at this. Oh my. Look at this, people. Look at this. Look at this. This has been broken. This is old, but I'm going to tell you something. This here, there you go. It's been broke off. Look at the deformation of the rest of it. Look at this. You got this limb right here that's been broke off. Now these trees here, see how they're bent and twisted? You got all this twining going on here. These were bent. Study this. Look at this very carefully. A long time ago, these were bent and pushed down and twisted, and they healed like this. They continue to grow this way. This tree is still alive and got life in it. Because it's been unnaturally taken out of its natural form, it continued to grow and heal like that. Alright? Now, you tell me, Sasquatch, bear, what? I'm going to rule out human on this one, but then again, we really can't. But you tell me. I just showed you this has been bent because of the flatness of this here. This has been bent. This here's been bent. You see, look very carefully, it's been twined together. All right. And they actually naturally healed and continue to grow this way. All right. I think we might be starting to get into some interesting findings here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what do we got going on here? Got to check this out. I see game trails through here. Look at this. This is very interesting. Oh, wait a minute. What in the world? We got one that's broke right there, snapped off right there. All right. What I want to look at. All right. We got one that's up here in the corner here, wedged up here. And we're going to find out if that's actually been placed there. We got some studying to do here. We got something very interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this. Let's study this. All right. You see all this awkward, weird, odd formations here? I'm going to show you. I found this here. Hold on, the sun's glaring. Let me try to stay focused here so I can show you the proper. Right up top here. Right there, that's been broke off right there. And so therefore, when that broke, it landed sitting in the fork of the tree. And just happened to land here with the brush coming down. So this is actually a natural thing here. I had to share that with you. Alright. It looks kind of interesting in these parts of the woods here. I mean, I've been deep for a long time now. And it seems like just the deeper I get, the more interesting it gets. Now look at this here. Broken, smashed down trees. This here has been broke twice coming forth over this way. Alright. One thing, bears normally will break and push stuff over. But this has been pushed over and broken again. Let's come over here and see if we can get a better description of if it's been uprooted or what. Okay, look at this. Yeah, there's a root ball down there. All right. Oh wow, what do we got? Whoa, what do we got here? A massive bear or what? Oh wow. Look at this, people. Look at this. It got a heel right here. We got toes. Heel and toes. But ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest with you. From my observations here, this is a big bear because it's a fairly decent sized bear, but what I'm starting to get out of this here, you got a heel and there was toes here, and you got a separate heel foot right here. On a bear, we got a double step bear track right here, which is still awesome. Heel. You got the rear hind foot, and you got the front pad right here. You got the front stepped here and the rear stepped together. We got a 13-inch track right here. Well, approximately around 12 to 13. Let's get a better. Oh, maybe not. We got a good 14 there. Again, we got the heel. One track, second track. We got the rear and the front joined together right there. That's what you learn from proper observations, people. Learn to identify such things. Your average uneducated Bigfoot researcher would not have pointed that out to you. They would have just said it's Sasquatch, and they would have got praised for it. I'd rather accept the rude behavior in the comments and the hate for speaking the truth versus getting false praise for something that's not true. Anyway, let's continue and see what else we find, people. Stay tuned. Continuing up the trail here, we've got a tree. It's been pushed over. This has been totally uprooted. And I'll tell you something here in just a second, people. I want to show you something here. Got impressions right here. I want to study this very carefully. To uproot a tree takes a lot of strength. Alright? This has been ripped off of that part of that root system. I gotta try to see if I can examine the. See, can't get a detailed look at this impression right here, what this was. But we got this uprooted tree right here. Wow, I just noticed something else here. Right now, I'm going to go with bear. But the closest sign I have to bear, to show that it can be bear, got some tiny little claw marks right there. But that could have been a small critter. I don't see no other indication of claw marks on a tree here. Not every bear is going to show claw marks on trees. Do know that much. But we do know something with great massive strength was able to uproot this from the ground to push it over this much. Now, let me share something I found. I didn't realize it until I got on the backside of this root ball. But look at this tree right here. Everything's snapped. Look at that. Snap. Snap. That's been snapped. That's been broken, snapped straight down. Snapped. Snapped. Broken, snapped. Wow. Now, people, this is something I want to share. Last time I found this same tree bent and snapped, I found a very large pile of bear scat. And right next to the same kind of tree in Fred Candy's research area. About a year ago, found the same tree, but much higher, snapped over. Almost the same scenario, same situation. There was a very large pile of bear scat nearby, which led me to believe it was a bear. But I'm going to be honest with you, there's a part of me that really wants to lead this to possibly Sasquatch. But that's what makes it hard. We want to believe that's what did it, but we have to be safe about how we present it. There's a possibility that a Sasquatch could have done it. Same thing with this, because it took some great strength. This ain't a big tree, but this hasn't been uprooted that long either. I believe, because I have been seeing bear scat. I pointed out bear tracks to you. There's an overturned stone, bear sign right there. Everything right now is indicating or pointing towards bears. Bears, 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 bears. Now look at this. This is all flat. I know there's a stone right here, but the way the rest of the grass, we got a large impression. Okay. But also keep in mind, where I found bear signs, there's squatch signs usually in the area too. Because in a number of cases I found where bears travel, squatches travel, through my observations. That was a very interesting finding. We got toes right here. and a heel right here. Because of the narrowness of the foot and the track, got toes right here. This may be a possible, and keep in mind as I say possible, juvenile squatch track. I didn't realize it. It was right here by this tree. But this tree's been broke for a period of time. But that's interesting. That actually almost appears to be a right foot, so it's kind of odd that they would be standing in something like this, which indicates it could be a bear. Okay? You can see the impression. I think you can make that out pretty good. Pretty interesting, huh? Alright, let's get out of here. Let's work our way back. Alright, well, my hike ain't over yet. But, with all this fresh bear sign I've been coming across, I felt like I was basically right behind them, because I seen where I was traveling on foot here, seen all the wet moisture in the flattened grass and the weeds that have been walked through and flattened. And you know, like we got bear scat right here, you know. So you know, a lot of bear signs right here, all through here. That's why you need to be observant when you're noticing, you know, observing other signs. Can't rule out what's been through there or what lives here. But like I was saying, if I see a bear, hopefully he's going the other way or keeps his distance, and hopefully I get out here alive. I'm going to tell you what, people, this has actually been educational for me to a certain extent. It's refreshing to be out here to observe nature for what, you know, really happens. And as I can share and maybe enlighten others on truth, hopefully what I present to you and share with you out here in the field could be a lesson that you could apply with your research when you're out in the field. I tell you what, this old log road, very, very thick, very heavy. Anyway, hope you learned something today. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Just stay tuned, okay? A little pond reservoir out in the middle of the woods. It's awesome to find stuff like that. The beautiful mountains around you. It smells like there's a skunk up here, or a skunk's been up here. Or, man, it stinks up top here. I don't know, it does stink. I don't know what the heck I'm smelling. You can see where the deer bed down inside here. Also being up this high, you get a good look at it. You might be able to get a good view. Also sneak up on something that might be around. Whoa, buddy. People, look at this. That's a massive sized bear scat right there, buddy. That's a giant bear scat. That is humongous. I haven't found any kind of large bear scat in a while. Let's see. About 11 inches long, about 5 inches wide, probably 3 inches tall. I don't know, that's pretty good, decent sized bear scat for a black bear. I found bigger. Seriously, I have found bigger bear scat than that before. Look at that, there is a pathway that's over there. I wish I knew that. This is some kind of reservoir. I don't see nothing indicating it's a watershed for anything. But it has something that, you know, the water control level that controls the spill, the flow of it. Yeah, I just came from that end over there. I was out traveling that hollow up there. Very awesome. A lot of bear signs. I got it recording right now because you never know, I might kick something up. Walk over to the edge, see if there's anything down below. Definitely not seeing nothing. But isn't that a beautiful scenery there? Beautiful mountains, ridges, surrounded me right here. And like I said, I do not give off the location. Let's just say I'm basically on the West Virginia line right now. I'm in Virginia. This is part of West Virginia. West Virginia is just right over here. It's beautiful out here, man. Another reason I'm coming up here, not just for the view, but when I was over there, I thought I saw something out this way. That's why if I thought I saw something, I like to pursue the area and check it out. Maybe it wasn't nothing I was seeing. Yeah, you could hear the water's coming out from the other end down here somewhere. You can see that right here in the center of this top of this dam, this ridge dam, whatever you want to call it. This is a naturally heavily traveled game trail that runs right here through the center. You can see all the other inlets where the deer and other wildlife come in and out. And I see this here runs in the middle of all this thick brush right here. This might be as far as I go. I might just go back down there to the path. I do believe it's too thick to go down this way. Yes, indeed, it's way too thick. I'm not going to go through all this tall, thick stuff right here. A little uncalled for, a little unnecessary when I got more of a clear path to take. So we're going to head on back out of here. Right now, to give an update where I'm at right now, came across an old log road that's well grown in. Hey, look at, take a good look around you. See how thick it is around me. Very well grown in. Excellent location for anything that wants to remain elusive to stay hidden. What's my chances of seeing something, you know? Oh my, what was going on over here? Hold up. Something's all smashed. Oh yeah, look at this. I want to show you something. Take a good look right here. It's all smashed in right here. You know, if you notice, they're all blackberry bushes. Yeah, there's a bear that's been grubbing right here. Bears are eating the heck out of these blackberry bushes. Because that large pile of scat I found earlier was full of seeds. A lot of blackberry seeds. So yeah, they've been eating their blackberries. Yes, I'm in serious black bear territory too right now. So I got to be very careful around here. Take a slow approach. Eyes open, ears open. And let my senses go to work. But there's a pattern that I shared with everybody with black bears. Black bears and squatches. The pattern that I've been finding with the black bears, or excuse me, the squatches following the patterns of a black bear, because it covers up the tracks. Now that tree right there, I'm gonna tell you something. That's been bent over at one time. That's not natural. Yeah, we got some unnatural habits. That tree right there, see how it's been bent over? That's not natural. It's been bent down and pulled hard enough to where it actually stayed like that. Take a good look. Let me come over here where it's a little bit clear and open. Right there. Smaller trees right here. These trees right here, they've been manipulated, played around with, bent. But look at that. If you look right inside there, let me show you something. See, right there? That's fresh. A bear's been grubbing on that dead log down there. So, now I pointed out to you that these trees have been manipulated. They've been bent. They're not natural. But there's bear signs around them. So you got to consider the bears do bend trees, right? They do. It's one of the things they like to do. They play around with trees. And this is one area I like to look around, and it's bare. You can see where it's bare dirt. Tracks could pick up around here. They're not always easily found either, but you gotta look. If you look, if there's tracks around, and if you're looking and observing the ground, you will see them. You will find them. I guarantee it. I promise you. That's how tracks are found, by looking, people. Yeah, I'm not going to be out here much longer because the heat's building up. It's getting hot. I'm exposed to a lot of sunlight. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's just the heat and the humidity is supposed to be really bad this weekend. In the upper 90s to the hundreds. But what's good about being in the woods like this here, it does provide a lot of shade and cover. That's why a lot of you bears and the other wildlife, they're going to stay around the water sources. Oh, let's go take a look at something over here. Take a step off the beaten path. Well, once was a beaten path. Look at that. I'm not going to walk through there. It's too thick. I'll zoom in. That tree's been broke. It's been bent over, and it's been actually more pressure has been applied to it. If you take notice right there in the center, it's been snapped. It's probably about a 7 to 8 inch tree in diameter, round. I want to share that with you. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to walk through there. It's too thick. And for the record, when I came down off of that dam overlooking the water, and I came back out into this area here where this log road is, before I came on here, I wasn't recording, did not have the camera out, but I heard 3 tree knocks. As I stopped, I wasn't hearing nothing, but as soon as I stopped stepping, every time I started moving, I would hear another tree knock. It would only sound off as I started to walk away. Whoa, what the heck? A lot of debris underneath of me. I gotta be careful stepping through here. All this grass. This grass snakes through this moist, wet grass here. But yeah, I was hearing tree knocks. But the tree knocks were only sounding off as I was walking away. If I stopped and listened to look around, you didn't hear them. I heard 3 that I was able to hear pretty good. It might have been a 4th one, but there were 3 that I definitely heard. And later on, like I mentioned in a previous webcast announcement, we will be discussing and talking about tree knocks. The ground's soft underneath me. I just hope I ain't walking into no marshy area. Man, all these rock ledges, it might be a cave back here or something. Man, if you ask me, people, this is squatchy back here. This is very squatchy. That tree has been torn up right there. Rotted too. It's rotted. But oh my. Want to see something else that's not natural? I can show you why it's not natural. Look at this. Look at this. Take a good look at this bow tree. It's been like this for a period of time too. It's right there in the ground. And right here, you can see where the force has been cracked it and snapped it in the middle. Right there. Got a snap tree right there. Now this is interesting. This here's been broken. That's been snapped off and twisted back. We got a little formation right here. That is very unique, very odd. That's not natural. That is honestly not natural right there. See, there are formations and structures that are not natural. You just got to observe them and look to see why or if they're not natural. This has been laid here. Nothing around it. None of these trees, none of this came from these trees right here. That's one thing you need to observe and take notice of. Look around at the trees because there's a lot of space around here and nothing dead. This here has been broke off here. It's been broke more than once. It's been broke there, which comes from there. This here comes from there. Broke, twisted over this way. I got a couple pictures of that. Alright, we've had something come through here. And we can see that something has been through here. Now, my indication, my conclusion is a deer. Alright. Or a bear, because bears have a very narrow path as well. As big and bulky as a bear is, their paths are very narrow. I bet you didn't know that now, did you? Yes, a bear's path is not wide, it is narrow. Oh, we might have a possible impression or a track there. This new area that I'm in is very awesome. Got a very high wall, or a very high ridge right here. A lot of it's got a lot of rock ledges here. Possibly a few dens up there. We might have a cave structure around here. That we don't know. Alright. Let's walk a little further. Just bear with me. Walk a little further. Because I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to press my luck today. You know what I mean? Because I have more drink in my vehicle. I do not have no water with me. I stretched it out the best I could. Take a look, what do we got going on over here? A clearing over here. Ooh, it looks like another part of a log road here. What do we got here? Or is it part of a creek bed? Gotta go check it out. Oh, I got thorns and briars through here. I gotta move out of the way. Yeah. There we go. What do we got here? Got another part of a log road right here. We're working our way back this way then. Want to give off a whoop? See if by some chance I gave off a few earlier. Didn't get no responses off my whoops. But, we're pretty deep. It's open. I think my voice will carry. I'll do a whoop. I'll be silent for a little bit and see what might happen. I'm hearing movement up on the ridge over here. I'm going to tell you what, I can't recall ever getting a response off of a whoop. Tree knocks, yes, more than once. Yes, I have gotten quite a few responses off of tree knocks. But you know, I'm going to keep trying whoops. You just never know. I'm going to head on back out here. I didn't know this part of this log road existed right here. This is parallel with the one I just came in on. But I'm taking it to head back out. And meanwhile, if I see anything else, I'll take photos of them. Stay tuned.